more and more we're seeing that mission-based businesses, because you have grown a number of businesses throughout your career. You've been very driven in that. And to be able to take a passion of yours and that grounding and that mental health and really serving yourself and part of that journey and grow it as a business. What drove you to that, or how did you end up there?
That's a great question. I'd say that for most of kind of my earlier career, things have been very individualistic, right? I think in America, it's a very individual society. And my upbringing, ever since I was a kid, was very individualistic, really promoting kind of individualism. Um, and so, for example, when I was younger, it's about getting the best grades so I can get into the best like honors classes and getting into the best colleges and the best jobs and best promotions. So I'd say that for me personally, this kind of desire to have a mission-driven aspect of it originally was formed because earlier in my career, everything was about me. But I knew that there's only so much fulfillment that I would get from being such an achievement-driven individual person in this individualistic society. And so early in my career, I would balance it out with serving on nonprofit boards, volunteering. And so just reflecting back on kind of my journey, I see how that's how I kind of balanced it out, getting kind of really focusing on this individual journey to establish myself, but also feeling that, hey, through service, I could feel like I'm giving back and doing something that's greater than just myself. And as I got more and more kind of established in my career, I think the desire to do kind of integrate both the work and mission-driven side into one has become a really big calling within myself. And as I got better about listening to my gut and my intuition, I think that's something that I've made as a cornerstone of my decisions going forward within the last couple of years, and has helped to shape decisions I make both in my career, where I go, um, who I visit, and the type of conversations I've had. So it's been an evolution, but I think it was initially formed out of this learning that, hey, achieving all these things are great, but a lot of times that happiness that comes from achievement is kind of fleeting. And so I'm always on to this next. So I know that earlier in our conversations, we talked about this achievement hamster wheel. I was very much on that. And with that, I kind of, through self-study, through talking to mentors and people that I respect, really understanding their journey and how they were able to kind of move from this, I'm going to achieve this and I will feel this, to I'm going to do this purely because I love serving and the things I get from it, whether it's joy, happiness, or fulfillment. I've learned over the years it just really kind of lasts a lot longer. It's more sustaining. And now I'm in this part of my life where I'm trying to integrate both sides into one. So I don't need to split my time into both, right? Because before, when I was younger, sometimes I would do two full-time jobs, right? I would lead a nonprofit organization and I would do my career day job during the day. And I think when you're in your 20s, you could do a lot of things and you could burn the midnight oil. But as we get more mature and we have more experience, but that also means we work smarter. We may not have the same battery tank that a 21-year-old has, nor do I desire for that, because I know that there's pros and cons to both. But that's something that I'm currently actively working on, and I'm really excited about that as well.